Hi there! I'm going to do a gear review of my ULA Catalyst backpack. So stay tuned. Hi there! Before I start talking about my relatively new ULA Catalyst pack, I want to talk about a pack I've carried for a lot of years and talk about why I made the switch. So this pack is a great pack. I've loved it a long time, about 20 years old. It's a Lhasa 80 liter made by La Fuma, a French manufacturer. I'm sporting my maple leaf on there. I've used this pack a lot. It's got a lot of repairs all over it. But I had an accident a few years ago on a trail with it. I had this pack full on a 9-day backpacking trip. I was too heavy. I was carrying too much stuff. Blew my knee out, ruined the trip. So after that trip I realized I'm not 25 anymore, and I got to start acting my age and carry less stuff and lighter gear. So that's what I did. So let's take a look at this pack for a second. It's made of cordura fabric, and it doesn't spare any layers, that's for sure. It's bomb proof, but the material is pretty thick and heavy. It's got a top lid with a pouch on top, which is just more material and more zippers. It's got tons and tons of snaps, and it's got a second compartment in the bottom here that you can open up and close, so an extra zipper, big heavy zipper, and an extra little layer in between so I can divide that compartment up. All things you really don't need. This pack empty is 5 pounds. That was just too much. So I did a lot of research, and a few years ago I replaced my main backpacking pack with the ULA Catalyst. Very popular pack. That was part of my decision, but also it's 3 pounds when it's empty. So I'm going to just go over this pack and show you some features and give you a bit of a review. Alright, let's talk about the volume of this ULA Catalyst. The main body of the pack is listed on their website as 42.6 liters, and the front mesh pocket is listed at 9.8 liters, although I doubt you can really get that much in the mesh pocket if the main body is stuffed full. I have a difficult time getting things in, so I would probably put that at about 5 or 6 liters. The side pockets are listed on the ULA website as being 5.7 liters each. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. I'll show you later in the video how I can nicely get 2 Nalgene bottles in there with a bit of room to spare, so I would list these as about 3 liters each. Again, I think when the main body of the pack is full, it takes away some of the space on these external pockets. The side hip belt pockets are 0.8 liters each, and that seems about right. The extended collar is listed as 9.8 liters, leaving the total volume of the pack at 75 liters. So again, I would deduct a little bit from the mesh pocket and a little bit from the sides, and I'd put this at about 68 liters, maybe 70 liter pack. So this pack has an internal frame. I can feel the 2 stays running down from the top down to the middle. If I open it up and unzip this zipper, you can see it. There's one of the stays, and you can see they're aluminum. Attached to the inside of the pack and removable is this handy little pouch for keys and wallets or whatever. Always nice to have that nice and secure on a trip. So the front of the pack has a big mesh pouch that's covered with a shock cord to keep things snug. You can loosen up the shock cord, pull stuff out. I really like it for things that you need quickly, like your rain gear, or things that might be wet. Sometimes I'll put the fly of my tent in there. It's pretty big. However, when your pack is really full, it's hard to get stuff. Can be difficult to get stuff in there, but it's pretty handy. The top of the pack, instead of having a big lid and a pouch on top, the ULA cuts down on weight significantly by just having a roll top lid. So there's no other storage up there at all. However, you know, it's pretty big. It's a pretty big collar, and if you had to overstuff your pack, you can certainly get a little bit more in. That roll top just cinches down on the sides. And it's got one strap across the top. I think they call it a cinch strap. And if you want to put a sleeping pad or something on, that's great. That works fine. I know they're cutting weight. I'd kind of like to see two of those, but because this can flop around a little bit. But you know what? That's on there pretty good. So no complaints. The pack also has an optional water bladder. I pulled mine out. I prefer to drink from water bottles, and it's got these little ports on the side, which most new packs have, that let you pull a water hose out of there. Okay, the pack has a couple of big pockets on either side. Great place to put your tent poles. That's where I put mine so they don't get crushed. I also put tools in it, like a saw, anything I might want to get quickly. The pocket has actually a hole in the back of it here, and I thought that was a bit strange, but you know, it's never been a problem. The strap goes right into there and is sewn to the body of the pack. So I like these. They've got compression straps on the side. You can pull that tight. And to give you an idea of how much volume, I usually don't carry Nalgene bottles, but to give you an idea of volume, you can easily fit 2 Nalgene bottles in there. So the pack also has some great side pockets on the hip belt, perfect for camera and other gear. I usually put camera, batteries, my mini tripod. The other one I'll keep my snacks for the day, sunscreen, stuff like that. So another feature I like on this pack is on the straps themselves. There's a shock cord here designed to carry water bottles. So I've got a recycled vitamin water bottle here, and it's got a groove. This bottle has a groove in it which fits nicely, and that's on there snug. If you've seen my hiking videos, you've probably seen me carry water like this. It's always better to have weight in the front of your body, so if I'm going to carry water, I want it to be in the front and counterbalancing the pack. So the pack comes with these hand loops, which some people find nice to stick your thumbs into when you're carrying a load up a hill. They are removable. Very quickly can take them off. The pack has 2 loops for ice axes. I tend to use them for my hiking poles. I just put my pole in, wrap it around, and it's got this great Velcro strap at the top. So if you're not using your poles, it's easy to carry them around. So ULA recommends that every time you put your pack on, you readjust the pack. So that's what I do. I get the pack on, I do up my hip belt, and I cinch that up tightly around on my hips. I let the weight of the pack rest on my hips. I reach back, I find these tension straps. I reach up, I find the tension straps at the top of my shoulder straps, and I pull those forward, and I do up my chest strap, and I'm good to go. So as I said at the beginning of the video, I bought this pack primarily to reduce the weight I'm carrying on my back, and this has done that. I've made a lot of other changes too. The pack is rated for 35 pounds, and that's basically what I start out every trip with. If it's a 5 or 6 day trip, I've probably got close to 10 pounds of food, and my pack gets lighter as we go. And on a shorter trip, I find this pack is actually too big for me. I think a circuit for a weekender or overnighter trip, the size down circuit pack is probably what I'm going to look into next. It's about a 2.5 pound pack, empty. So shave a half a pound if you can. Why not? Alright, thanks again. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you're researching packs, I hope you found this useful. I've been very happy with this pack. There's a lot of other good packs on the market out there, but like I said, I've been happy with this pack, and I'm considering getting another ULA pack. Thanks for watching. Don't be afraid to hit that like button, and if you want to, please subscribe. Thanks a lot.